Uh, Hi, nice to see you, Molly.
Hi, nice to see you too.
I'm Suzanne from tvmag.com. I
Nice
always
to
tell
meet you.
say that, even though it's right there. So, here's a question. I'm sure that a lot of fans are wondering, why haven't we seen Phoebe as much so far this season, and why did they decide to have her quit, if you know that part?
Um, well, I think that she's because she moved to go work for Professor Rachel Myers. Um, she at the end of season one, she ended up having a panic attack, um, because there was a hostage situation in WIFA, and that was understandably very distressing for her and kind of triggered her pre-existing anxiety and her she decided to take a step back
So it was
from
all
that
just
office.
storyline planned from the beginning. You didn't have any other project you had to go do or anything like that.
No, no, I had gotten a call from our showrunner before we even filmed that end of season one, and she said, "Hey, you know, I know this might look like Phoebe's going somewhere, but she's not. She's like, I just want to be authentic with this storyline about anxiety and to really to not brush it off as like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, well she had a panic attack, but you know what? Next episode, she's fine.
Right.
Because that's sort of an unfair expectation to put on anybody, I think. So
Sure. Well,
we didn't want to put it on Phoebe.
I know I was glad to see Phoebe helping out with the case again on this past week's episode. Uh, but she quit the team. I mean, she had the anxiety attack, a panic attack,
Mhm.
because she was in danger and she didn't want to get in more danger. So did they explain
Yeah.
to you at all why she's helping out again if she's just not worried about being in danger?
No, I think it's a bit irrational, right? Like as humans are. I think both things are true for her at this moment, and that's causing her to have a bit of an internal struggle because in her rational mind, she says, "Yeah, of course I left because I was too stressed out being in these dangerous situations, so I had to leave." And yet she finds herself kind of sniffing around Alex's office again and
Mhm.
back there, figuring out
Right.
ways that she can be involved with it and maybe I guess that's part of the whole like why do we do irrational things and why do we say we don't want something but continue to participate in it or
Right.
you know maybe she maybe she needs to take a deeper look at what her behavior is indicating that she really does want or yeah.
Okay, and without spoilers, obviously, is there anything you can tell us about upcoming episodes, particularly her involvement with her new boss, Rachel Myers?
Yeah, I mean I think Phoebe is excited to be working with the new boss, but um also that job isn't all it's cracked up to be, and she's, as we saw earlier in episodes this season, she's, I think, kind of finding herself sitting around and twiddling her thumbs a bit, and there's not as much going on, and she finds herself wanting more of a challenge in the workplace. And um, I think there are going to be more conflicts with her new boss that she discovers, and that she'll kind of ultimately have a moment where she has to decide, like, you know,
Choose which professor
was this
she's
the
going to
right?
work with.
Right, right. There are going to be struggles with every path you take. So, what are the
Okay.
struggles that you choose to take on? And yeah,
Do you think there'd ever be a romantic relationship between Phoebe and Rizwan, or are they more like brothers and sister?
I think that they're just friends for now. I mean, they certainly care a great deal for each other, and there's a lot of there's such a sweet relationship between the two of them, I think. They're really there for each other, and um yeah, but it's just a friendship for now.
Okay. And
Yeah.
do you know anyone in real life that has panic attacks or anxiety disorder, OCD, anything like that?
I do. I have several friends. Yeah, several friends with OCD, several friends with anxiety and depression, and yeah, it's something that I've been able to observe and be close to in my real life as well. So
So you
yeah,
were able to use those experiences a little bit to act like Phoebe.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And there's, I think there are a lot of young people that are that have experiences with anxiety and um,
Old people too.
yeah, yeah, of course. Right. No, just that Phoebe's a young person, but
Right,
yeah.
right. So, have you gotten, what kind of fan reaction have you gotten either in real life or online, anything like that?
To be honest, I don't pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I so I don't know. I hope people like Phoebe. I hope that she's being well received and all that, but I really try not to pay too much attention to that because it's
Right.
um,
Yeah. That
ultimately
could, that
it's
could be
about just
interesting
telling it
or
truthfully.
could be
Yeah.
hurtful sometimes.
Yeah, it could. And I think sometimes people I've had experiences in the past where I did read things like that and I would pay attention to what people were saying um and especially when I was a lot younger and
Hmm.
I didn't have the skill set, or
Sure.
I didn't know what to expect um and it can be very hurtful to read those things that,
Do you get,
people just carelessly throw around.
yeah. Do you get
So
fan emails or letters or anything like that that they forward to you, or
I do sometimes. Yeah, it's
have they largely been positive?
well, yeah, I did a film
Mhm.
called The Wolf and the Lion. It's a
Mhm.
Studio Canal movie and it's like a family adventure movie. Um and I have so many young fans who are or like their parents will write to me and say, "My daughter is 5 years old. She loves your movie. Like she watches it
Oh,
every
that's
night
nice.
and she can recite
Oh.
all your scenes and like just actually incredibly adorable." So
That's nice.
um that is very sweet. But yeah, I have to be careful because
Sure.
um yeah, you don't want to place too much value on things like that in
Right.
either direction.
And what would you like to see happen with Phoebe in the future if you had your choice?
I would love to see her um I would love to see her kind of have some fun in her personal life.
Hmm.
I think that she does so much reflection and she's a very serious person who wants to, you know, do the right thing and work hard and achieve and um I think that yeah, it'll we might see her in this season loosen up a bit and have a little bit of more playful exchanges and lighten up a little in some
Right.
areas, and I think that's really fun. Yeah.
Karaoke night with everyone.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. And
Thank you.
I love the show. I've watched it since it started, so I enjoy it.
Oh, great. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.